Hi, Rich Rovito, Associated Press. How do you guys prepare for a team? I know it's all on short notice coming out of the conference tournament seasons and all that, but when you don't know your opponent until kind of last minute here, does that create any preparation problems for you guys?
No, not really. Last night we were watching the game, tuned in. Today went over to scout a lot. I think that's the biggest thing going into tournaments for us younger guys too, making sure we're locked in to scout. But that's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think it's during the week when we didn't know the opponent yet, we just focused on us, on our team, on what we can do better. So yeah.
Hey, Kylan, Isaac Trotter with CBS. When you watch Ryan Conwell, what stands out about him? How much are you looking forward to that challenge? And what does he do schematically that makes him a little bit different than some of the other guys you faced?
No, he's definitely been watching him. He's one of the best guards I'm going to go against for sure. Elite shooter off the bounce. He's a great playmaker for his team. But for me, I like those challenges. Always test me as an individual and as a player. So I've been watching a lot of film on him, and I'll be ready for that game.
Hi, guys. I'd like to invite all of you to answer. Steve Greenberg from the Chicago Sun-Times. Brad has said many times, not just this year, but over the years, that the opportunity to go back and practice for a few days when things aren't necessarily going great is the best thing for his teams. What happened back, during practices, getting to have a few in a row? Did something seem to click? Did a switch seem to flip back on, or what was your point of view?
Yeah, in the beginning, from the start of the season, when we were healthy, we were playing really good, and I feel like we started to build team chemistry between everyone. And but we had some unfortunate sicknesses, injuries, and that just moves you away from the court. You can't focus on a game, on practices, and it was a tough, hard time. But recently we've been full. Everyone was there at practices, and we had a lot of time to prepare. And getting back to the chemistry we started building preseason, and we're still improving, working on it a lot. And I would say that it's growing day by day, and that we're way better situation than we were.
Yeah, to touch on that. I mean, after the Duke game, we got your by handed to you, and then Maryland is good sometimes, just to go back to the lab and just reset for all of us. We watched the film of that game. It was things that we all know we can control, effort, energy, simple things like that. So for us, it's just making sure that when we get back to the lab, we just put all out of our focus into our reset.
Hi guys, Alec Bussey of 24/7 for KJ and Tomislav. Either of you guys have played in the NCAA tournament. How much did you guys grow up overseas watching it, and how familiar are you with the way things go in this type of event?
Yeah, me personally, I didn't watch any of college basketball when I was younger. I started watching like a few years ago, and March Madness was the only games that I was watching. So you can see that every detail matters in the game. Every little detail, every possession, every rebound matters, and you win or go home. So that's, I think, the beauty of it.
Yeah, same for me. When I was younger, just hard to find channels, and it's a different time. It's always in the middle of the night, so it's hard to watch the games. But last few years, March Madness was, I would say, the only thing I watched. Especially last year, my brother was here, and I was watching the games, noticed the different intensity. Everyone comes here to win. Everyone wants to win. Huge stakes. And it's just amazing to be part of that this year.
To follow up with either of you guys, obviously this event is known for crazy shots, big upsets. Having watched it for the last couple of years, do you have one of those that really sticks out to you that you remember?
I don't know, to be honest. I remember highlights from Jordan Poole hated that game-winning three, so it was pretty amazing for me.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot, but I remember Jack Golke from last year. So.
Not as specifically as that follow-up, but I want to stay in the same vein of you guys have watched the last few years. Was there a team or a player or a specific game that for either of you just really gave you a feeling of, man, I want to be on that stage and I can see it, and I want to go get it?
To be honest, not really for me. Like, not a special player like gave me some more motivation, but I think just the team feeling and how teams were happy after every win, even if it was first game, second game, or going to Sweet 16, Elite 8. So I think the team celebrations was the most what I wanted to experience, what I want to experience.
Brian Teague, Chicago State of Mind. A question for you, Kylan. So Coach talked about the fact that he was going to be dependent on you for leadership. I just wanted to know, what were just some of the messages you gave the team heading into this weekend?
First off, just forgetting about the Maryland game, not worrying about that at all, and then going into this, scout the details, and your effort matter, especially playing against Xavier, who's an older team, and we're really, really young. Having mistakes or missed shots, you can't affect your energy at all times because they're going to capitalize on that. They won't make those type of mistakes with their effort and energy. So for us, I think my vocal point was making sure our effort and energy is in the right mindset going into this game.
For KJ, you've had great games. You've had games that weren't as great. I mean, you yourself individually. How much responsibility do you feel for, as the point guard, as a big name and all that, for how this team performs and how far it goes? How much of it is on you?
I don't know. I think that to win in especially these games, we need everybody. We need everyone to be involved, every possession. Everyone needs to do their job on the defensive end and on the offensive, and I think one player cannot do anything in this type of competition.